So vision boards, right? They're everywhere you look these days. But are they more than just pretty collages? Like, can they actually help you achieve your goals?
It's a question a lot of people are asking.
Yeah, for sure. So that's what we're diving into today, unpacking this book, how to create a vision board that works.
Oh, yeah, I read that one by Serena Kalin.
That's the one. And it actually had some pretty interesting insights. It's not just about, slapping some magazine cutouts on a board and calling it a day.
Yeah, definitely not. I think what's intriguing is that it tapped into this whole concept of visualization, which is something a lot of people don't fully grasp.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's more than just daydreaming, right? Like, I've heard about athletes using visualization, but does it really have that much of an impact?
It really does. In the book, Kalin talks about how athletes, entrepreneurs, and really high achievers in any field use visualization to mentally rehearse success. It's like creating a mental blueprint for what you want to achieve.
So I'm basically prepping my brain for a marathon, even if I'm just picturing it.
In a way, yeah. The thing is, our subconscious minds don't always distinguish between what's real and what's imagined, especially when we vividly visualize something.
Huh. Okay, so how does that actually work with a vision board, though? Is it really as simple as just gluing some pictures onto a board and, like, hoping for the best?
Well, Kalen breaks down the process in a way that feels very approachable. It's about creating a visual representation of your goals, something tangible that you can interact with. She talks about gathering your supplies, a board, scissors, glue, and most importantly, a list of your goals.
So not just grabbing the first glossy magazine I can find.
It's less about finding the perfect images and more about choosing visuals that evoke a strong positive emotion in you. So, for example, if your goal is to travel the world, you're not just going to put a picture of a random beach. You're going to choose a photo that truly captures that feeling of wanderlust, something that makes you excited to explore new places.
I can see that. Like, even just thinking about a specific place I want to go gets me way more fired up than a generic travel poster.
Exactly. And that emotional connection is key. Kalen also talks about the power of words. So, adding affirmations to your vision board can be really impactful as well.
Like little reminders scattered around the board.
Precisely. Things like abundance, courage, or focus can serve as powerful reinforcements to the images.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess the cool thing about vision boards is you can tailor them to any area of your life that you want to work on, right?
Exactly. Career, relationships, health, personal growth, whatever it is that you want to manifest, a vision board can be a really helpful tool.
So if I'm trying to be more mindful, I might not just put a picture of someone meditating. It's more about finding images that represent stillness and presence in my everyday life, right? Like a
Mm.
quiet corner in my house or a beautiful garden.
Exactly. It's about finding those visuals that resonate deeply with you and the specific energy you want to cultivate. Because ultimately, this board is for you. Now, while creating the board is obviously important, Kalen really emphasizes the importance of what you do with it afterward. It's not enough to just make it and forget about it. This is where the daily practice comes in.
So just creating this beautiful intention-filled board, that's not enough.
It's a great start, but it's really just the beginning.
Okay, so what happens after you've gathered all your magazine cutouts and inspiring quotes?
Well, Kalen's a big advocate for daily engagement with your vision board. She suggests putting it somewhere you'll see it often, like your workspace or even on your fridge.
So you're constantly reminded of your goals.
Exactly. And it's not just about glancing at it and passing. It's about taking a few minutes each day to really engage with it, to visualize yourself living those goals, feeling those emotions.
So, like, if my vision board has a picture of me giving a presentation confidently, I shouldn't just be like, oh, there I am being confident. It's more about actually stepping into that feeling, almost as if I'm already there.
You got it. It's like you're giving your subconscious mind a preview of what's to come. And Kalen even suggests incorporating affirmations or short visualizations into your daily routine too. Let's say your goal is to write a book. You might spend a few minutes each morning visualizing yourself writing effortlessly, feeling the satisfaction of completing a chapter.
It's like method acting, but instead of becoming a character, you're stepping into your best self, basically.
That's a great way to put it. Now, creating the board and engaging with it might seem pretty straightforward, but Kalen points out some common mistakes that people often make.
Oh, I bet. Like what?
One big one is setting vague goals.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like instead of saying, I want to travel more, I should be specific about where I want to go and what I want to do there.
Exactly. You got to give your subconscious mind a clear target to focus on. Another mistake is neglecting your vision board after the initial excitement wears off. You can't just make it and forget it.
Like anything else, consistency is key.
Absolutely. Kalen says vision boards need that ongoing attention and engagement. Make it a part of your daily life, even if it's just for a few minutes. But I think the biggest thing she emphasizes is the importance of belief.
Believing that you can actually achieve what's on your board.
Yeah, because you can have the most amazing vision board in the world, but if deep down you don't think those things are possible for you, it's going to be hard to make them a reality.
So it's not just about like positive thinking, it's about actually believing in your own potential.
Exactly. It's about shifting your mindset from I wish to I am, from doubt to belief. And that can be really powerful.
It's easy to get caught up in the idea of vision boards as this like magic solution, but it sounds like a lot of it comes down to our own internal work.
Absolutely. But that doesn't mean there isn't something to be said for the power of visualization and having that visual reminder of your goals. In fact, Kaylin shares some pretty incredible anecdotes about people who've seen amazing results from using vision boards.
Okay, now you've got to share. Give me some of those inspiring stories.
Well, one that sticks out is about this woman who was feeling really stuck in her career. She created this vision board filled with images that represented her dream job, like a collaborative team, creative projects, and even a picture of herself leading a meeting looking super confident.
And did it work?
Within a year, she landed a new job that ticked all the boxes. And it wasn't just about the job itself. She said she noticed a change in her own energy and confidence, which she thinks played a big role in attracting that opportunity.
So the vision board was like this catalyst, not just for manifesting the external stuff, but also for like her own internal growth.
Exactly. And that's something you see in a lot of these success stories Kalen shares. Vision boards aren't about magic. They're about aligning your intentions with inspired action. The board is like a visual reminder of what's possible when you combine that focused intention with effort.
So it's about harnessing the power of our minds to create our own reality. But it's not all about material things, right? It's not just about getting that dream job or making $1 million.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Kalen actually highlights how vision boards can be really powerful for personal growth and transformation too. She talks about people using them to overcome limiting beliefs, cultivate healthier habits, even deepen their relationships.
Wow. So it can really impact all areas of your life. But with so much focus on the positive, are there any downsides? Anything we should be wary of? Like, what if you become too fixated on those images and it leads to disappointment if things don't work out exactly as planned? So, too fixated on the board, possible downside.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be mindful of. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of creating this vision, but it's important to remember that life is unpredictable.
And a vision board isn't some kind of like magical guarantee.
Right. It's more like a tool to help you focus your energy and intentions, but it can't control the universe. So yeah, I think it's important to be flexible and not get too attached to specific outcomes.
That makes sense. Like, what if some of the things on my board take longer to manifest, or maybe they even lead me down a different path than I expected?
Exactly. It's all part of the journey, right? I
Yeah.
mean, think about it. Sometimes the things we think we want most aren't actually what's best for us in the long run.
Or maybe we realize we want something even better.
Precisely. So it's about trusting the process and being open to those unexpected twists and turns. And that can be tough, but it's where the real growth happens.
That's a good point. It's like the vision board is there to guide you, but it's not set in stone. You have to be willing to adapt and adjust along the way.
Absolutely. And I think that's something Kalen really emphasizes in the book. It's about finding that balance between having a clear vision and also being open to the unexpected.
Because ultimately, it's about the journey, not just the destination, right?
Exactly. It's about enjoying the ride and trusting that you'll end up exactly where you're supposed to be.
Well said. So, as we wrap up here, is there any final thought Kaylin leaves us with in terms of vision boards and, making our dreams a reality?
She talks about how simply believing that something is possible is a huge step toward making it happen. Like, just by visualizing it and feeling that sense of possibility, you're already shifting your energy and opening yourself up to new opportunities.
It's like you're planting those seeds of intention.
Exactly. And the more you focus on those seeds, the more likely they are to grow.
Love that analogy. Well, I have to say, I'm feeling pretty inspired to dust off my old magazines and get to work on my own vision board after this deep dive. What about you?
You know what? I think I might do the same. I've got a stack of old National Geographics just begging to be turned into a vision board.
Perfect. Well, there you have it, folks. Another deep dive in the books.
Until next time.